Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we apprise you with the recent important legal developments across the country. Here are the headlines. Petition in Supreme Court challenging Kerala High Court order refusing to stay release of the film The Kerala Story, to be heard on May 15th. There is no fundamental right to marry to anyone. Forget to same-sex. CJI remarks on day 8 of the Supreme Court hearing the same-sex marriage legalization case. This is a humanitarian issue. Supreme Court remarks in the Manipur violence case, while directing centre and state to ensure medical and other facilities at relief camps. Public functionaries must exercise control on speeches when matter is pending in court. Supreme Court remarks while objecting to Union Home Minister Amit Shah's statement over Muslim reservation in Karnataka. Delhi court framed charges against Aftab Poonawalla in the Shraddha Walker murder case. Now let's take a detailed look on the headlines. A bench comprising the Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha of the Supreme Court agreed to hear on May 15th a plea challenging the order of the Kerala High Court that refused to stay the release of the film The Kerala Story. The film was released on May 5, 2023, but even before the release it has been surrounded in controversy. On May 5th, a division bench of the Kerala High Court comprising Justice N. Nagaresh and Sophie Thomas had refused to stay the film after observing that the Central Board of Film Certification has certified the film for public viewing and that there was nothing offensive. The Supreme Court also had earlier refused to entertain the plea seeking ban on the film, while remarking that the market will decide if it is not up to the mark. The Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court, led by the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and comprising Justices S.K. Kaul, S. Ravindra Bhatt, P.S. Narasimha and Hema Kohli, heard the same-sex marriage legalization case for the 8th day. Senior Advocate Rakesh Dwivedi argued today that the question really is that whether there is a fundamental right to same-sex marriage flowing from Articles 14, 19 and 21. On this, the CJI remarked, "Does anyone have a fundamental right to marry? Forget to same-sex, there is no fundamental right to marry at all." The CJI also said that even the right to life is not unqualified and can be taken away upon conviction. Advocate Dwivedi further argued that if marriage is treated as a fluid concept, then no law is needed and brothers and sisters would also want to marry. He also said that we don't have to go the USA way. Everything is not beautiful there. The Supreme Court's bench, headed by the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, heard the petitions filed by NGO Manipur Tribal Forum and chairman of the Hill Areas Committee of the Manipur Legislative Assembly and by a ruling MLA that challenged the Manipur High Court order to recommend the Methi community under the ST list, while also asking the top court to consider other matters of concern like the ongoing violence and destruction of property and relief to victims. The order led to violent protests, claiming several lives and displacement of people due to ethnic violence. The apex court in the matter directed the centre and the state government to ensure that all suitable arrangements are made and that all medical facilities be provided at the relief camps, while also arranging the safe return home of the victims. The court observed that immediate target of the court is protection, rescue and rehabilitation of people affected by the violence, as this is a humanitarian issue. The court also remarked orally that the High Court never had the power to ask the centre to direct as to which community be granted the ST status and that this is a presidential power. The top court has asked the state government to submit a status report on rescue and rehabilitation measures by May 17th, when the matter is scheduled to be heard next. A bench of Justices K.M. Joseph, B.V. Nagaratna and A. Amanullah of the Supreme Court took objection to the statement of the Union Home Minister Amit Shah about scrapping the 4% reservation for Muslims in Karnataka. The court remarked that there has to be some control by public functionaries, and when matter is pending in the court, such statements should not be made. The case was filed in the Supreme Court challenging the order of the Karnataka state government that made the Muslim community eligible to claim reservation only under the 10% economically weaker section category. The Saket court in Delhi framed charges against Aftab Poonawalla, accused of murdering his live-in partner Shraddha Walker and chopping and dumping her body. He has been charged with murder and causing disappearance of evidence under the Indian Penal Code. after additional sessions judge Manisha Khurana observed that a prima facie murder case is made out against the accused. Poonawalla pleaded not guilty and claimed trial in the case. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum, and subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.